So I'm doing installing the Avry Mod into my 2003 Jetta. I did the pot diagram already. It's in the back. I'm moving too. That's why all the shit's in here. But basically, here's the wire that I'm going to be using. I just fed it all through for convenience sake. I'm going to put it into the switch on the back of this. Should be enough room. Have the little dial right here somewhere. I just have to Dremel the back of this to make it work, which I'll be doing inside where it's a little warmer. Anyways, that wire, to get it in place, I had to remove the two panels. Hold on one second. Yeah, so this is the steering wheel. I had to remove these two panels here. There's a screw hole right here for the one on the right, and the one on the left hooks in just here, and I took the side panel out because it fell out with it. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a screw in here or whatnot, but there you have it. Anyways, my wire runs in from here, sort of across here, and I reach my hand up here and through, and it runs underneath here and out a grommet hole. You might be able to see the light from it right there, just behind hold on, let me try to get it. There, you can see it right there. See that glow of light? Right there. Anyways, it's a grommet. You'll see it from the engine bay. This is what it looks like. I took it out. It's gonna punch some holes in it, run the wires through this side, plug it back up again. Should be all good. So there it is. So when we step around outside the car, obviously take your engine cover off, which is right there. So that grommet, again, if you're looking at the engine, here we go. You got your air box, air hose, and I'll try to get a good view of it, which I can't. You can see the light coming through right there. So there's the two wires coming through it. And then so it runs along, and the wire and the harness you're going to look for to unplug. This is the oil filter dipstick. Just behind it here, the air box, or sorry, the vacuum reservoir normally sits about right there. I took it off because obviously it's in the way. It was 8mm, I believe, just on the bottom, and then just pinch the top part right there, and it just comes right out. And then this harness right here is the one you want. So you can either lift right up on it. If you lift straight up, the whole thing comes out, and then you can get back to the clip on the back side, and I've already got it loose, so it comes right off. There's what it looks like. I had to strip about that much. The tape was wrapped to about here on it, so I've stripped the tape off to give me some room to attach it. And if you look, I don't know if my camera's going to focus on this or not, probably not, but you can see these sort of scribbles here. Anyways, on this side, the non clip side, the numbers go 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, and on this side they go, so this is the clip side, they go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the ones we want are, I believe, 2 and 3. So I'm going to be, this looks like a green wire with gray stripe, so that's 2, and wire 3 is this one right here, which is looks like a white wire with a green stripe. So those are the two you're going to tap into, this one and this one here. So it's hard to do with one hand. So these two here are the ones I'm going to tap into with the other end of my wire mess here. I have plenty, obviously I'm going to cut it off. And you don't want to cut these though, because if you cut them and you get it corroded, your car will not run anymore. So what I'm going to do is just strip probably an inch or so on it, and then wrap those through it and put some liquid electrical tape over top of it and some regular tape over top of the whole thing to make sure it's good and tight and solid. No water's going to get in there. And Bob's your uncle. Flip the switch and you got all kinds of power. I'll give you a shot. I'll give you a shot what it looks like once everything's done. Okay. Okay, so I've got everything back together, apart from the engine cover. Wires are right in there. Let me get a light in there so you guys can see. Right there. I haven't taped them up yet. I'm just going to leave them like that for now. Take it for a test drive. If I like it, cool. If not, I'm going to take it off. Wire goes up. I had a little excess. Just wrapped it up there. I'll change that once I permanently make it attached. Goes through the grommet. And I would just better move this. Haven't fired it up yet, so I'm going to see... So I don't have the wires connected right now. Right here. I'm going to just make sure they're not touching. Right there, not touching. I'm going to fire it up, see what happens. Make sure she starts. Make sure there's no trouble codes or anything. And if there is, it's getting disconnected. Alright. I adjusted my clutch too while I was at it. So there we go. Door open and emergency brake. Cool. So I'm going to shut it off and just connect the pot, which is right here. See if I can do this. Alright, so here we go. She's off. Hopefully you guys can see this. That one goes on there. That one goes on there. I'm going to make sure these are not touching each other, because apparently if it shorts out, I'm in big trouble. I'm going to make sure it's off, so that's on. And that's off. Alright, let's see what happens. Nothing. Perfect. It's in neutral. Alright. Moment of truth. Flip her on. There we go. I heard a little blip in the engine. Almost like it was, I don't know, had a little misfire or something. Not much more noticeable smoke at all. Probably shouldn't be doing this on a cold motor. Alright, I'm turning her down just a little bit more. Oh, you can hear the motor starting to kind of really struggle. When I let off on the gas, I don't know if you can hear it, but it does sound like it's going to stall. So I'll turn it off now, maybe you can hear it. Hear a change. Off. On. Off. On. Just does a little blip, almost. I don't know if any more smoke's coming out the rear end or not. It's on right now. And now it's off. Anyway, there you have it. No lights on, so that's good. I'm going to take it for a spin and just make sure it still drives. I got to go to work in a couple days, so it smells like it's burning more fuel with it on. So I can smell more diesel than I normally would. Anyway, there you have it. The Avry Mod. Done and done.